Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. If you're focusing on trying to get 10,000 plus out of Navy Federal, okay, there's something that a lot of people are doing, and Navy Federal is only giving them $500 when they start out. Now, here's the thing that I continue to tell you guys about that internal score. And the reason why that internal score matters is because Navy Federal is actually looking more at what it is that you have going on. In terms of, I told you all that your direct deposits, right? Your direct deposits is a real thing. All right. And I'm going to tell you the hacks to do that so that way you can actually help yourself with Navy Federal. One, especially when you're self-employed, if you register yourself as a business, then whatever income you have coming into the business, you can actually transfer that income over into your personal flagship checking account. Okay. Trust me, this is what helps. A lot of people are getting this $500, and the reason is because, one, they don't have enough accounts. Number two is that they are applying too soon. That's right. Applying too soon, especially when you have a low credit score, you're going to end up either getting denied, you're going to either end up getting that offer that's secured card, or you're going to end up getting only $500. Okay? So you're going to either get three of those. That's the reason why I continue to tell you, unless you have at least 4 accounts with Navy Federal and you have bad credit, trying to go in and expecting to get $10,000 or more is a bad idea. Now, the reason I'm telling you that about this here Platinum card is because of leverage. The Platinum card gives you leverage. And the reason is because they offer on balance transfers of 0.99, okay? Almost less, that's less than 1% interest on a balance transfer if you do it within 60 days. Now, why that's important? Because you can actually turn that into real cash, all right? And the way that you're actually going to do that, you're going to actually sign up for Navy Federal's prepaid card, okay? When you sign up for Navy Federal's prepaid card and you do the balance transfer to that card, guess what? They do not charge you a balance transfer fee, all right? That's the best part about it. They do not transfer you a balance transfer fee. Now, your daily interest on the card when you take out the loan, that will calculate. However, the balance transfer, since you're at a 0.99, then that's money that you can actually use, because with that secured card, it's your not the secured card, but that prepaid card, you use it like a debit card. And so with that debit card, you can, once you transfer the money from your credit card, you can take that money or you can take that card and go inside, and they can actually give you cash off of that card. Okay? That's leveraging up. Now, here's the thing about it. Another key thing is to help yourself with Navy Federal and trying to get them to trust you is also having those other 3 or 4. Like I said, the direct deposit, having a flagship account, having a savings account, if possible, having a CD, okay? Now, also, I would tell you definitely have that pledge loan and the secured card. Now, here's another hack, all right? With your with your flagship account, what you want to do is you want to take money from that flagship account and you want to distribute, okay? Even if it's just $5. When you do that pledge loan hack, and I'll tell you another thing, with that pledge loan hack, to be able to get, I usually tell people you do the basic or whatever. You know, I think the basic is like $250. But when you're trying to get like 10,000 plus, all right, the relationship is if putting $2,000 down, doing the 90% hack, okay? that's going to give you a higher chance of getting 10,000 plus. All right. Now, these are just things that I'm constantly seeing, talking with my clients and stuff like that. So another thing with that flagship, like I said, know that CD, that little small CD, like $50, all right? With that small CD, make sure that with that flagship account, again, you can just pay $5. $5 into the savings, okay? You want to pay $5 on your pledge loan. Now, here's another thing. Like I said, do not apply. Do not apply. What you want to do, you want to go over to Credit Karma, okay? And with Credit Karma, you want to challenge everything that's on your, everything that's on your TransUnion and your Equifax, okay? And so what happens, this is going to influence your FICO 9 as well as your Vantage score, because Credit Karma gives you that, they give you that Vantage scoring system, okay? Now, again, this is the reason why I say you can't go off of that. However, it will leverage you if you challenge those negative items, okay? Because what happens when you challenge those negative items, it usually takes anywhere from 48 to 72 hours in order to do this. But what'll happen is those negative items should stop reporting, okay? Now, I would tell you, do not apply with Navy Federal. If you have a low credit score, do not apply for any of their products other than the secured card and the pledge loan, okay? Any of their other products, do not touch them. Give it that 90 days. I'm telling you, this stuff works, all right? And the reason you want that platinum card over all the cards, because it's a Visa MasterCard. Those are the ones you can actually liquidate, okay? Do not go after that American Express, because I know a lot of people want to get access to the American Express card. Do not go after. I'll tell you another thing. Having a relationship with another credit union. That's right. Navy Federal, for whatever reason, and it's not calculated in with your internal score. However, people have more success when they have another credit union on their credit profile. Why? I don't know. But I know for most people, when they're getting higher limits and stuff, most of the time, they more likely have a higher limit. Not all the time, but most of the time when I'm looking at credit file and I'm looking at what they're doing with Navy Federal and I look at their credit file, it's showing me that they have a relationship with another credit union as well, okay? Now, that being said, you also, within that 90 days, I would tell you to leverage that TransUnion. Since Navy Federal is going to be pulling from your TransUnion, okay? They're going to pull from your TransUnion FICO 9. I would leverage that TransUnion file. And I would look at possibly getting the PayPal credit card that uses TransUnion. You can do the Apple credit card, all right? And that way you don't get any hard inquiries using the hack for that. They also have the Avant credit card when you have really bad credit. The Mission Lane credit card, that's also an option for you. Then with Capital One, you do not want the Capital One Platinum card. You want that Capital One Savior. And you can just do it with one credit bureau. So you can actually lock up your Experian and your Equifax and leave your TransUnion over with Capital One and apply for the Capital One Savers card, okay? That's something that a lot of people don't know. But however, by you adding those accounts, plus there's another thing that you can do that'll leverage you up as well. And that's adding an authorized user from Navy Federal. That's one of the accounts that we offer our clients. We add them on to one of our internal authorized users. And that also gives you a higher chance of approval as well. Okay? So I hope this video helps you. You have to excuse me. I'm in a rush. But if you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.